Okay, today is July 30th, 2024, and I'm making progress pretty well on the new horror animated film. It's called Curse of Malnurah, and it's about this evil spirit being, ghost, that comes back to haunt the town. But if we look here, this is the city, and I could set it to nighttime, dawn or dusk, and then daytime with a few quick adjustments. So that makes it a lot easier than having to go into like Photoshop or GIMP and then try to set all these buildings up and give them artificial perspective, because this is 100% real perspective right here through the computer animation program. This is called Cheetah 3D. It's an old program version that I have, but I figure if it's not broke, don't fix it, is how I look at it. And for the basic stuff that I need it for, it's pretty good right now. So it really saves me a lot of time with the scenery. I could probably use this city for City of Rot 4 or a new City of Rot if I make a new one soon. But first I'm gonna finish this film. I'm making pretty good progress so far. But as you can see, here's a nighttime scene, and you get that nice little transparency alpha channel effect right there with the lamps. And then I did have some lights on there. This is low resolution, so you're going to get some aliasing, the jagged edge lines there, since I don't have that set off right now to the off position. But that's the town, and if I did want to change it to daytime or dusk, I have these little shaders here, and I just move them over to the right, and that makes that the latest setting. And then I just go up to nighttime, I shut that off, and then I go to daytime and I switch those on. And I do want to shut off the lamp lights so they're not too bright, otherwise it'll wash out the whole background. And then you could see with a quick adjustment of less than a minute, now you have daytime. They left the lamps on, but there it is. You could see the same scene right there, but now it's daytime. So that really saves me a lot of time. If I did this like by hand, manually, I set up all the buildings. I drew all the artwork. Everything you see is drawn except for the sky. That's a shader. And the green grass. That's the only thing that I didn't draw. But everything else was drawn, and then you just assign it to these simple blocks. The shaders, well, not the shaders right here. So for example, if I wanted a pizza shader, I just go in here, click on that, and then it'll bring up where you want to load it from, and then you select the file, and then you just load it in there. But I drew that right there, and then same for the library and everything else, and the road and the sidewalk. But if I jump ahead to, let's see, well, there's the whole city. But you could pick any building and then just zoom right into it really fast. Like there's the police station right there. And then you could zoom in and then scroll down. It's a lot slower while I'm recording. But there's a view of that. And then you could go this way and look at it. From that angle, there's a traffic light, and then you just press render and it starts rendering out. that's the original traffic light from City of Rot 1. I used the same artwork that I drew for that. And then the background city way back there, I added some mist back there and some other stuff. And then there's the rough gas station and then all the buildings and stuff. But you get some neat angles, and then the fences, you can see those over there. Some neat views and angles, and you could scroll through the city. I'm not probably going to do any major scrolling or anything like that. I'm just going to render out the different angles and keep it mostly still frame, not a lot of motion, because this takes forever to render these images out on the higher settings. Like right now I only have it at 960 by 540, but normally I go to 2K and sometimes 4K scale. This way I could zoom in and stuff like that. Alright, so that's the progress with the city. And then if I jump to this program here, iMovie Studio, you can see I have 23.56 minutes completed. So that's about 24 minutes of the film completed so far. And that's a good sign that I'll probably have a trailer by the end of 2024 as it gets closer to completion. Right now I'm going to focus on all the horror scenes. They're going to really start building up now that the original story was established. But that's it for now. I just wanted to show some of the progress on Curse of Malnurah, a new animated horror feature-length film that I'm working on. Started earlier this year, really with refine the script as best as I could and really let it sit for a while, and then came back to it, and this is the one I decided to go with. I was going to go with a different film, but then I came back to this and said, yeah, I like this one better. So that's why what part of the inspiration is so important, because if you don't feel inspired, you're not going to have much motivation to get it completed. So this one definitely inspired me, and I'm happy to be working on it. It's fun. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon. Thanks a lot.